my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Live Platinum. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we defeated the champion Blake and became the champions of the Lauren region. In today's episode, as you can see, I actually have Goof back out because we're going to be doing a little bit of legendary hunting, and by a little bit, I mean there's actually a lot of legendaries in this game. Now, you guys have actually told me that the legendaries are a little bit more complex to get, so I thought we'd have a little fun with it, and I'll explain that as we get going. Now, the first thing we need to do is make our way back to Drake Breath City, because it is in that city where we get the key to make our way to another city to actually unlock the place where the legendaries are. I hope you guys are having a good week. I am having a fantastic week. Make sure you guys give this video a like. It really helps the series, and I really appreciate it, guys. I'm actually moving currently, or I guess you could say I am in the middle of a move. So I was just in El Salvador a little bit, like I told you guys. And what's really cool is that now I am actually in Chicago, and I am moving up here with some friends that you guys might know. I actually am moving in with Munching Orange, Sullypones, and Zelda Master, really close friends of mine, and we've been actually currently moving everything into the house. We've been getting our furniture together, moving in their furniture, and it's been something that has been going on for quite a bit, and it's really, really exciting, so that's kind of what I've been up to. But as you guys can see, Kaori's actually here, which is a little bit weird.
Wow, I'm glad you got back safely from the distortion world. I know being in that strange place must have been hard, but I'm so happy you got out. Professor Jasmine and I were going crazy to figure out a way to rescue you. Wesley, the Drake Breath City gym leader, is waiting for a battle. I hope you can defeat him and challenge the Elite Four, and maybe even myself. See you soon, friend.
Okay, so this is actually a little bit weird because we have defeated him, haven't we?
I almost forgot to tell you what happened after you and Zero got sucked into the portal. The other two leaders of Team Steam took advantage of our distraction and fled. Arceus just used teleport and vanished without a trace, though I think it's still in the normal world.
So I think this is something that we were supposed to trigger earlier, but here is where we're actually going to need to do something. I'm going to go ahead and put Verse up in front because you guys can see that Lance is here.
I've been waiting a long time for a good chance to battle you. I'll show you how champions battle. Here we go, Rodri versus
Lance. So let's go ahead and take on Lance then. It is about time we took this guy on. But as I was saying to you guys, yeah, we're currently moving into a house together. It's a beautiful house. It's pretty big, honestly. I think eventually we will probably do a tour of it, which is really, really cool. I'll definitely show you guys around and show you my room and all that sorts of stuff. And I'm really excited to be living with these guys. It's going to be a great time. We are here in Chicago now, as I mentioned. The weather here has been absolutely lovely. I was just in El Salvador, so the weather there is pretty much rain and heat. There's not an in-between. It's just really hot or it's nice and rainy. But since I got here, it's been really cloudy almost all the day. And then it gets really cold at night. And it's something that I really like. I've been having a really happy time with this weather. I'm just enjoying it. And I'm excited. We still have quite a bit to go to complete the move. I'd say my room is almost set up, as you guys can see since I'm playing this game alongside you now. I have my desk set up. I have my bed set up. I still have a couple more things to do. I need to paint my walls, make it look a little bit nicer. But you know, one step at a time, and we're starting to get there, which is really, really cool. And I'm just excited for everything to be moved in. You know, one of the things I'd say I like the most is just later at night, we all just get to hang out and watch shows that we're all into. You know, we all watch similar shows like Flash, Arrow, things like that. So it's cool that we can just sit around and watch those sorts of shows. So I'm just really excited to see what's gonna, you know, come of it. And I'm excited to just hang out with friends. Also, you can see that I removed Surf from Burst, and I actually taught it Dive. And that's why I have Goof, because we have Goof with Surf, because Goof can't learn Dive. I don't know how that works. Why can Goof learn Surf but not Dive? Doesn't make that much sense to me, but I'm not even going to worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and actually take down this Charizard, though. As I mentioned, today what we're doing is catching legendaries. Now, from the comments that you guys left me, you have told me that there are going to be an insane amount of legendaries. So what I'm going to try to do is have a little more fun with it, because I know legendaries can get a little bit exhausting, especially if they take a while. So you guys will see how I'm having fun with it. This is a hack after all, so we can just goof around and go crazy, since, you know, it's not something that's really going to impact any of our other games. I thought we could just mix things up for once and just kind of like show where the legendaries are and just go with it. So with that, guys, we have gone ahead and took down the Charizard. Next up is a Dragonite. And hopefully after this, we can finally catch some legendaries. I'm going to be going after 4 legendaries today, which are going to be Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, and Lugia. From what you guys can probably tell already, I'm sure there's a picture showing of everything that's going to come in this episode. Why the heck did I go for a Hydro Pump? I think I'm just starting to zone out a little bit. I'm just like completely thinking about everything else I've been talking about, so it's a little bit strange. All right, let me go ahead and actually go for the ice. I was about to say, did I forget Ice Beam all of a sudden? I don't know why I thought it was positioned in the bottom left. Come on, please take down this Dragonite. I want to go after some legendaries. With that, guys, Dragonite has gone down. We might have actually needed that crit to take it down. We gained a bunch of XP, and with that, guys, we have gone ahead and defeated Champion Lance. We got 5,100 for winning, and wow, you've left me speechless. What a fantastic battle. With that, we have obtained the Orange Pass. This is actually what you need. This is the Orange Pass. Now you can travel to Orange Island to see more Pokemon. Dragonite, use Fly. All right, see you later, Lancey boy. With that, guys, we're going to go ahead and use the escape rope and get out of here so we can make our way to a town we have not explored in that long of a time. So we're going to go ahead and fly to Emerald City. Now, you guys remember those little in-between towns? It was like Bramboach Town, a couple of those towns where we just ran through them and we couldn't really fly to them. Now, it turns out those towns are actually a little more important than you would think. We ran over them, we just kind of healed there, and we moved on from them, but they actually have kind of an important significance. They have little things that you can do in them, which seems to be where the legendaries are located, which I'm cool with. I like exploring different areas and seeing the little hidden secrets in the game, which is what I'm going to try to do here today. Okay, so let's keep on moving through here then. We are very close to Bramboach Town. I believe it is right up here. With that, we are in Bramboach Town, and now it was actually here in Bramboach Town where we can, oh, by the way, you can also get an XP share here. Yeah, just a blonde moment for you guys. I completely forgot about that. So you could have 2 XP shares earlier on in the adventure. Just a derp moment for you guys. With that, though, this guy here, we could not get on this plane before, if you guys remember. So now we actually can. So he has the Storm Zone or the Field Zone. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the Storm Zone first, because that is where we're going to capture our first legendary trio, and then we're going to go after Lugia. Okay, so we are here in the Orange Islands. I guess every single place here is called the Orange Islands. I don't really know how that works. What the fudge? My repel just wore off? Also, there's probably going to be Pokemon here in these type of islands that you can catch. Why is this place called the Orange Islands if it's the Zero region? Just a food for thought there. I guess in some way this Pokemon hack is probably connected to some of the other games or something of that sort. I'm not too sure. But let's go ahead and actually go all the way up here. I believe this is where it is. And here we have it, guys. We have made our way to the Orange Islands, and this is where we're going to find our first legendary Pokemon of this adventure. We got to climb all the way to the top, and with that, guys, we have Zapdos. So let's go ahead and take on Zapdos then. As I said to you guys, we're going to have a little bit of fun with this, considering legendaries are insanely exhausting to do. So guess what, guys? I'm going to use a Master Ball cheat. With that, we're going to go ahead and catch Zapdos. You know, there are actually an insane amount of legendaries. A lot of you guys actually told me, it was like 50-50. It was like, don't catch him, World Championship. So I decided I am going to show the locations of these, but we're actually just going to catch them as quickly as possible because there are so many legendaries in this place. And that's kind of what I like to do. I'd rather just, you know, get through them as fast as possible and show you guys the locations, because I know there's going to be a couple of you who definitely want to know where the locations are, and I'm happy showing you guys that. Hopefully we can catch all the legendaries without too much trouble, and I'm sure we'll be able to, thankfully for the Master Balls. But let's go ahead and actually make our way back out of here then. So we go back to Ziri then, and now this is something that we're going to be doing repeatedly. So we actually need to talk to him again one more time, and now we go back to the Storm Zone, and this is how you catch a legendary trio. So I guess they have this, you know, Storm Zone to catch the legendary birds of Kanto, and then we have the Field Zone to go after Lugia. So let's just go ahead and keep on doing this. It's actually pretty simple, so for those of you guys who thought catching legendaries was a little bit harder, it's actually not too bad. I guess this was a hack that just wanted to incorporate everything, and I'm cool with that, but it does make it a little bit painful to catch every single one of them, and at least this saves us a little bit of time. So with that, guys, what the fudge? Are you kidding me? What the fudge is this? Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure I have to roam around and find another island or something. So I'll be back in like 2 seconds when I figured out where the next one is. Okay, so there we have it, guys. There are actually 3 different islands that you might be able to find. I did not realize that. I thought we were just going to one island over and over. This makes a little bit more sense. With that, guys, we're going to go ahead and take on Moltres then and catch the second of the legendary birds. I was a little confused there for a second. I was like, do we have to just leave the plane and come back? But as I told you guys, it's a blind Let's Play, so I don't really know what's going on half the time. With that, though, we're going to go for another Master Ball then, and we should be able to catch the Moltres. Pretty simple once you actually figure out what you're doing. I think Lugia is going to be a little bit tougher, but I'm not too worried about it. It's always fun to run around and figure out all these secrets. So with that, we went ahead and caught Moltres, the flame Pokemon. I also showed you guys the trail. It's not very difficult. It was just to the right of where we first landed the plane. So this is actually a pretty easy legendary to catch. These are actually very, very close. I was surprised. I thought there were going to be little bit of different routes or something of that sort, but it turns out if you just follow where you came from, you'll pretty much be headed in the right direction. I wish there was a different way to use repels in this game. I think that's the only thing that I'm not happy about in this game is the repels. After, you know, playing X and Y and games like that where they make it so simple, I guess you can get a little tired out of having to go back and use them over and over. Okay, so we're back here. This is the island where we landed on the plane then. To the north was where we caught the first legendary. To the right is where we caught the second. So I guess they are all very close together. And this is where we're going to catch the last one. So let's go ahead and land then, guys. And as you can see, this one has a little bit of ice on it. So it goes to show, you know, Zapdos, Moltres, and then here at the top, we're going to go ahead and take on Articuno. Wow, Articuno actually looks really cool. So let's go ahead and catch it then, guys. With that, we are ready to catch the final of the legendary bird trios, Articuno. I like Articuno a lot. We're going to go ahead and go for one more Master Ball. And with that, I really hope there isn't 30 legendaries. Imagine if we ran out of Master Balls. I know there's a ton, though. There's probably 15, maybe 20. With that, guys, we have gone ahead and caught Articuno. So with that, we are done here catching the legendaries. And very nice for us. Articuno, the freeze Pokemon. Now it is when we finally make our way back to the plane. I guess I got that just a tiny bit confused. But as I was saying, you know, I've been moving in here with my buddies for a little bit, and I'm just excited for us to have everything moved in. I've been thinking a lot about how I should decorate my room or what I should get for it, what kind of cool posters I should get. I guess that's something I'm going to have to plan out as I go. I feel like I've moved so many different times now that I've gotten good at it. You know, we've had to drive a big truck around, and I'm like the one having to drive it around. I'm like the designated U-Haul driver. I feel pretty good about it, though. I feel like I've gotten the hang of it. You know, I had to back up the truck into like our, you know, parking lot driveway, I meant to say. And at the beginning, I couldn't really do it. Now I'm just like a pro. I do it in like one swing. I'm like whipping the truck in there. I'm straight up just like out of Fast and the Furious, just like a complete professional driver with that truck. I've gotten pretty good, if I must say so myself. Now, next up, we are here in the Field Island, and I am actually not too, you know, certain here in the Field Island where we need to go. But I'm going to try and find Lugia for us, guys. That is the goal here. I'm going to try my best to find Lugia because this will be the last legendary that we have to catch. As you can see, just to catch all 3 legendaries so far, it's already taken a while. So this is why I'm trying to do it a little faster so we can actually get through all these legendaries as soon as possible to make our way to the World Championship. Now, I think this might be the right way I need to go. Honestly, guys, I have no freaking idea. This actually doesn't look like the correct way. Okay, I'm going to go to the left then. I know that we have to dive. I know that for certain. I'm pretty sure we have to find a diving spot, and it is from that diving spot where we can continue on. It might actually be down this way. This actually looks a little bit better. You know what? The fun of it is adventuring around. I always hear this saying, it's like, it's about the journey, not the destination. And I guess that's something I really agree with. I feel like the way you travel or the way you get to something makes it so much more fun than actually getting there. I mean, it's all good and fun getting to where you need to, but I think it's also fun, figuring out how to get there. This looks like a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and dive here. Hopefully, I'm right about this spot. That would be really nice. Please let me be right. Please let me be right. This is looking good so far. Mother fudger. This isn't it. This is not it at all. We have to find a spot that has like a rock climbing thing. So it's going to be a spot with a rock climbing thing. That is what actually lets us continue on. All right, this isn't it. I'm going to go back to the surface. We need to find where the heck this spot is. So this is actually kind of confusing. I might just run around, but you know what? No, we'll look for it together, guys, because I don't want to lose us. I want you guys to see where the heck I end up. This one is definitely not it. I feel like I should know where I'm going, but I'm actually not too sure. Maybe it's down this way? Okay, this is looking a little bit more promising, guys. This one looks good. Let's hope that it's this one. I don't know. There's like 5 or 6 diving spots here. All right, if you see the rock climbing wall, there it is. This is the right one. There we have it, guys. And with that, you remember that Grouchy actually has rock climb. So you will need surf, dive, and rock climb in order to catch Lugia. So it is kind of a handful of HMTMs, but you know what? It'll probably be worth it. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and enter this cave. If you find the rock climbing and that little wall thing, that little boat, that you're in the right place. So just make sure you follow that and you'll be okay. With that, guys, we are ready to take on Lugia. So with that, we are going to challenge our 4th legendary Pokemon of today. Let's go ahead and take on Lugia then, guys. And we are looking quite good. I'm actually feeling great that we managed to knock out 4 legendaries today. Let's go use another Master Ball on it. And with that, guys, we are going to go ahead and catch Lugia, the master of the ocean and the seas. Very nice, guys. Lugia has been caught. And we are great here for today. We caught 4 legendaries out of who knows. Lugia is the diving Pokemon. Insane amount of legendaries. I don't even know. I'll make sure to show you guys every single location, though, because I think some of you guys might actually want to use it. You never know. I think you might be able to challenge the Elite Four and all that sorts again. I'm actually not too sure about that one. But hey, some of you guys might actually want to use these Pokemon for the Pokemon Championship. So if that's your plan, by all means, use them in the Pokemon World Championship. I'm personally going to stick to my team. I know that it's going to be a bunch of rounds from what you guys told me that are back to back to back to back to back. So it's gonna take a little bit, but you know what? I have a lot of confidence in our team, and I think we're gonna do a good job. Hopefully, we can get through a bunch of legendaries every episode. That would be, one of my pros. I would be really happy if we could do that. Where the heck is the plane? No, I need to get the heck out of this place. Hello, where is the plane? Oh my goodness, watch us be stranded here. I'm gonna go ahead and go down. So if I can, you guys know where it was. You guys now know where the little place was. Now we just need to find where the heck this plane landed, and everything is gonna be great. So it was literally just to the north, guys. It's literally right up to the north for those of you guys that want to do it a little bit faster than me. But with that, guys, we are done here in the Field Island, the whatever island, the what did this guy call it? The Storm Zone and the Field Zone. Next time, we will continue from here and continue catching the legendary Pokemons. So if you guys have any tips on what's coming up, let me know. Make sure you give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.